Hi, everybody. Oh, we've got 1 minute to go, actually. I'll let you have a minute. Hi, Chong. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Oh, good. How are all your exams and things going? Studying?
I haven't have had my exams yet, but I did finish my school's sports day.
Oh, wow. Okay. How was that?
It was fun.
Which races did you do?
I did not participate in any sports
Oh, okay.
because of some health issues,
hmm
but
So, did you get to join in other ways?
I joined the decoration team.
Oh, great. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Well, you've got good skills for that, haven't you? Being an artist.
not really.
Oh, really? You look very creative to me. What did you have to do? What did you
I just had to
How
help
did you
paint.
decorate?
I just have to paint some wings for the
hmm
marching squad
Yeah,
and help in other ways in during the decoration.
yeah. Oh, great. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, glad you had a good time with that. Very nice. Great. Well done. Hi, Kelson.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Oh, good. And what have you done this week? Anything exciting?
Just like Chong, I participated the school's sports day.
Same as well. So is that the same? Is it are you at the same school as Chong?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay. And did you get to do the sports or did you do something else?
I do the sports.
How did that go?
It's okay.
Are you sporty?
Uh, Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Oh, well done. Glad you had fun with that as well. So are you two the only two at the same school? Who else is in your school? No. Oh, you going to tell me, Joe?
Terence, Eugene, Henry.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. So you all know each other then. That's pretty good. Great. Thank you. Hi, Terence.
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm well.
All good. And what have you been doing this week? Sports day?
Yeah, sports day. Our school just finished sports day, and yeah, I pretty enjoy it. Mm. And I have accomplished some how to call it some medals. Yeah,
hmm Oh, wow. Oh, so you
and
we wouldn't
running.
say. I mean, you could say I accomplished, but you wouldn't really say I accomplished some medals. You could say I received some medals for my accomplishments or
Yeah,
my
okay.
achievements. That's great. So what were the medals? What were they for?
Running.
Great. Wow. Well, that's a bit different to me. I'm not really a runner. I never was. So I'm always very impressed by people who can run and uh yeah, have the fitness for that. Very good. Hi, Eugene.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm well, and my webcam is not working normally,
Oh,
so I won't
okay.
be turning on my camera.
That's a shame. Okay, well, hopefully it'll be fixed soon. And on that note, everybody, I'm noticing on each lesson I can usually only see half of you. So everybody try as much as possible if you're comfortable to be on camera as much as you can, because then I feel like, well, we can all feel like we're properly talking to each other rather than each other's eyes, which is better than nothing. But the whole face would be great as well. Hi, Jashria.
Hi, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, good. And what have you been doing this week?
I'm currently having an examination this week.
Ooh.
I just finished 2 exams today.
Wow, and how did they go?
Terrible.
Oh no! Oh, they're probably not as bad as you think. Why do you think they were so terrible?
Firstly, because I think I did really bad at maths because I'm really bad at maths because I'm more of a science person. So maths is like
okay.
not a thing for me. So I have no idea how I did.
Well, often you feel like it's worse than it really is. So you never know. You might be surprised. You might be have a higher grade than you're expecting. So good luck. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, thank you.
Is your camera working today, Joshua?
Yeah, I'll on it in a bit because my internet is not that good. I'll on it in a bit.
Okay, so when you can, yes, put that on. Also, that's what I was going to say. At the beginning, you said I'm currently doing my exams this week. I think, which that does make more sense now that way around. But maybe you said it differently. But I would just say I am doing my exams this week, because currently makes it sound like you're doing it now. So it's exam week this week. We're doing our exams this week. That would be better. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Oh, good. And if you could come on camera as well, that would be great. Any news to share?
No, same as usual.
No? So, is it okay? Yeah. How about you, Calson? How are you? Did I ask you already, Calson?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. Sorry, I was just, yeah. I think it was Henry I meant to say hello to. Hi, Henry.
Hi, teacher, and I'm fine.
Oh, good, good. All right. Well, we'll make a start then, unless everybody's got anything else they vitally want to share. Nice to see you all again, though. So today we're going to be having our mock exam, our mock test. So those of you who are doing exams in school, we've got another one for online as well. But just before we start that, I just wanted to go back to the book that we were looking at, the page of the book that we were looking at last week, because we finished on, where am I going to find this? Sorry. We finished with this writing exercise. We read the example. We talked about what you would need to include if you were writing back about your country. We looked at the example and picked out different features. And then I left you with the task of writing that email. So did anybody manage to write that letter or email? Unmute if you did, just let me know. Oh, okay, busy people. Try as hard as you can if I do leave you with the homework, because it's best to make sure you get that done, so that you can get as much feedback as possible and try and be doing as much practice as possible. So we will come back to that. Don't want to just forget that, but there is going to be a writing task that I set for homework as part of your mock exam today. That is a must. You must do that as part of your homework. Otherwise, your score for writing is going to be a 0, because especially with me, because I've never seen your writing before, because I'm new to teaching you. So I have nothing to go on. I don't know what your writing is like. So it's really, really important. I'll go over it during the session, but it's really important that you make sure you complete that. So we'll be doing the reading and use of English section today, and then while you're doing that, I'll be taking you in pairs into a breakout room, and you'll be doing the speaking part of the exam as well. And then next week we'll do the listening section, because I don't think we'll get time, but we won't get time to do that today. Unlikely anyway. If we do, we'll start, but I don't think we will. So that's what's coming up. So who can remember any of the details about any of these parts of the exam? So for example, what is in the reading and use of English section? How long is it? Or you could choose a different section. Can anybody remember what we need to do for each one? Good job for having a mock test then, because now you'll be able to go back over it and make sure you do, so that when you do the real one, you'll know exactly what's going on. So this should be exactly the same as the real test. It will just be in a slightly different format, because obviously we're doing it online, so you'll be submitting it on a form rather than on an exam paper. We'll be doing it in a breakout room rather than face-to-face, but the actual content is all going to be the same. It's the same as your exam that you will be doing. So the reading and use of English, you get 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's what we're going to be doing today. And it consists of 7 parts. So there are 52 questions. So for parts 1 to 4, the tests contain with accompanying grammar and vocabulary tasks and separate items with a grammar and vocabulary focus. And then there's parts 5 to 7 with a range of texts and comprehension tasks. Then the writing is 1 hour and 20 minutes. So that is quite a big homework. I will introduce you to what you need to do, but then you'll need to give yourself about 1 hour and 20 minutes to complete it. And I'll go through how you need to submit it. But that has 2 parts. So in part 1, you have to write an essay between 140 and 190 words, giving your opinion. And in part 2, there are 3 tasks, and you can choose one. So you get a bit of choice on that. So you can have a look at the format of that later on in the lesson. And then next week, we'll be doing the listening, which is 40 minutes roughly, with 4 parts. So obviously, we'll listen to the recording, and you'll be completing the questions as we listen. And then the speaking will be roughly, it says 14 minutes, very precise. And that's got 4 parts to it as well. We'll go through that in the breakout room, so we won't really need to talk about that much more now. But and I know we did a lot of speaking practice last week as well as part of the work in the book. So yeah, hopefully we'll run through the whole format. Any questions about any of that? No. Okay, well, that case then, I'll give you all a chance to get started on the reading and use of English. And then once you've got into it, I will start taking some people into breakout rooms. So I'm going to put this link into the chat box. This is how you're going to be completing the test. So it's all on here. It's on a Google form. I don't know if you've done it like this before. Obviously, don't forget to put your name. And then it will just walk you through the whole thing. So instead of having an exam paper like you normally would, it's all just there on a Google form. And once you've submitted it all, it will just come directly to me, and I'll see how well you've done. So you can go back and edit, but obviously once you press submit, that's it. So make sure you've checked it really carefully before you press submit, obviously. So has everybody gone on to that?
Yes, teacher.
Yep, great. Okay, so you've got 1 hour and 15 minutes for that one. So I think what we'll do is we'll stop halfway through. And we'll have our break. Let me see what time is here. So yes, that will make sense. So I think we'll go until 2:30. Sorry, it's different time for you, isn't it? You're 7 hours ahead. What time is it for you now?
8:43.
8:43. Thank you, Chong. That time difference always, I forget it every time. So we'll stop at 9:30 then. You'll have a break at 9:30 and then we'll continue the rest of the time. So take 45 minutes now and then you'll get the rest of the time after the break. Okay, so that's the plan. Off you go, unless you have any more questions. No, okay. I'll just write those timings on there. Okay, is everything going okay so far? Give me a nod or a thumbs up or something.
Yes.
Yeah, all good. Okay, in that case, I'm going to start taking 2 at a time into the breakout room to do the speaking part of the test. So that will mean that obviously you miss about 15 minutes. So we'll add 15 minutes on, really. We'll do the test for an hour and a half. Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In part 4, it says write only the missing words in capital letters. So does it mean that if they give you the word long and the other words you just write in capital letters?
Hold on a second. Did you say part 2?
Part 4.
Oh, sorry. Let me just check so I can just be sure. Question: complete second sentence has similar meaning to the first sentence using a given word. Do not change word between. Okay. And what was your question about it, Chong? Sorry.
It said to write only the missing words in the capital letters.
Mm-hmm.
So if the word they gave is long, so the other missing letters we write in capital letters.
Yeah,
Is that
so
right?
that's right. Yep. So basically, whatever you think should be written here, all of those words will be in capitals.
Okay.
Okay, great. So the first 2 people I'll take into the breakout room are Chong and Lin. Okay, so I'll just set that up. Just a second. Okay, so I'm going to take the next 2 after the break, I think, because that took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but that's fine because we talked about it a bit at the same time. So yeah, the next 2 will come after the break. Any questions from your reading paper, everybody? Anybody?
Teacher,
Yeah.
I have no idea why. I can't press the link. I tried, but then I don't know why I can't join. I can't visit that website. I tried just now and it worked, but now I don't know why I can't enter it.
Had you already started before?
Yeah, I started before, but then I don't know why.
Have you tried pressing, and it's probably a bit obvious, but have you tried pressing the back space back on the browser?
Yes. I'm not sure if it's my internet or what. But I've been facing a lot of problems with my internet. So if I really can't visit that website, is it okay if I do it continue my mock exam next week?
Well, you've still got an hour of this class, haven't you? So you could restart it again today.
I'll try, teacher. If I really can't, what should I do?
So if you really can't, you'll have to do it as an additional homework. Try and fit it in, or do some of it next week in the class, and then the rest is homework because you'll have listening to do next week as well. But what happens when you press it?
It just like shows a white screen. I can't like join it at all.
Then I'll try sending it to you a different way, and maybe you can write the answers and submit them in the email that you're going to be sending for the writing. Let me just try this. Let's try this. Hold on, I'm just going to save it differently. Just checking I've got the right one as well. Okay, see if it's can you see it in the chat box, Jashri, the file?
Yes, sure.
Brilliant. So click on that, and then what you could do is you could use like a Word document or something like that, and you could just write your answers instead and then send it to me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Okay, so you finish the bit you're doing. Don't restart something new now because we're going to be going to a break in a couple of minutes. So just finish the text you're doing or the particular question you're doing. Don't get stuck into something else. Okay, so we'll take our usual break. And then so you can leave it for those 15 minutes, go and have a break from it. We'll come back and we'll continue working on it, and I'll take the next pairing for the speaking test. Okay, any questions before we go? Great. Okay, enjoy your break. Great, okay. So hopefully you're all back from your break. Cameras on. Very good. All right, so we will continue with what we were doing. So you're just going to keep going really until about 25 past actually, because at 25 past we'll just stop, we'll answer any questions and we'll go through the writing homework. So that brings us up really so that any missed time from your speaking test you get back. So I'm going to take Jashria and Terence straight into the breakout room. You'll be doing your speaking exam, but everybody else carry on. I think you can still write to me in the chat box if you need me while I'm in the breakout room. Okay, any questions before we get started again? Great, okay, well, good luck, keep going, doing well. Let me start a new room. Great, okay, any questions before I take the last people for the speaking test? Nope, okay, so the last people are Henry, Eugene and Calson. You're going to do it as a 3, which is that will sometimes happen in the exam as well if there's an odd number. So I'll just reassign those. Okay, great. So time has flown. We are back at the end of the session. Did anybody not finish the reading test?
Me, teacher.
Okay, so if you haven't finished, I would really appreciate if you could just keep going with it after the lesson. Are you nearly finished?
Yeah, just one part.
Yes, teacher.
Brilliant. So just, yeah, brilliant. So if you could just finish it off for a couple of minutes after the lesson, that would be brilliant. But just stop and listen for now, because I'm going to just show you. So I'm going to send this to you. This is your writing task. So remember, it should take about an hour and 20 minutes. When you finish, so you can write it on a document, you know, Word document, Google Doc, whatever you want to do. But this is really important. You need to send it to this email address when you have finished. And you can put in the subject line that it's your writing assignment or your writing exam, writing task, whatever. So jot down that email address, or I'll just put it in the chat box as well. Let's see, dunville@gmail.com. Okay, so that's where you're sending it. I'll send you the document now. So you've got 2 parts. Remember, the first one is something you just have to do. You have to answer this question. Second one, you get 3 choices. So it tells you can write a report, an article, or a review. I think it's a review. Yep, a review. So read through those and you can decide. It tells you how many words. It tells you all of the information at the top. So I will just send that now in the chat box. Let me just make sure I've got a copy of it. Hold on. Does anybody have any questions while I'm just sending this? Lovely. Okay, so that is the writing. All right, so save that. Sorry, I thought I'd done this bit. Save. Okay, so you should get it in the chat box in just a second. Make sure you've got it, that you open it and that you save it, and that you also have the email address, sorry. And remember, if you don't submit it, I won't be able to give you a grade for your writing. So you can have up to 2 weeks for this one, because next week is still assessment week. We'll be doing the listening. But it definitely needs to be done by Monday what will it be? Monday the 8th of August is the final chance to submit it, but the sooner you submit it, the better. So as soon as you finish it, send it in. Don't leave it till the 8th. Just send it sooner if you can. Okay, so any final questions before we go? well, I shall look forward to seeing the reading scores. You all were very working really hard. You've all done really well with the speaking exam, so well done. I'll give you some group feedback on that next week, but otherwise, well done. Enjoy your week. I will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Good teacher. See you
Bye-bye,
next
everyone. Well
Monday.
done. See you next Monday. Bye.